you keep that.
You get to keep the
Next one's mine.
yes.
Carolyn Purvis.
Okay. And you're gonna.
Melina Rubio.
Thank you very much.
Rafaela Schiano. Natasha Stanley. Jesus Torres.
Dr. Burrow.
Lindsay Zulowski.
Okay, so I know it took a while, but did it feel good up here though? You liked it? Okay. So don't be afraid to enjoy your time. We're gonna walk you out so you know what walkout looks like as well, so you'll have seen the entire ceremony. He'll with the last bride go, and you see. So for all the marshals, when the last person walks across the stage, he'll come. Jim will start to talk again, and then you can just slide, just slowly walk. Yeah, I would say cut across when the last bride goes. Just start walking, and you would walk the long way to go back to the back, and you could come up to your seat. So, I think he says thank you, marshals. I think there's a part where he thanks the marshals or something, and then the marshals move it in. So don't panic about whether or not you should move or not. It's in there. I built it in. I promise I did it. Whether it's rise or stand, it's in. Okay. Any questions? So I just have a couple housekeeping things for you. There's a little cloakroom that's right outside to the right. They'll take your coats. Ladies, if you have other personal items, you want to leave it at a place where somebody's monitoring it, you can ask them to hold it for you. I don't know if you want to leave it under the seat because there will be people rushing in and out of here, and your seat might change if one more person shows up, so just be mindful. Also, when the national anthem plays, you will not have to take your hat off. So you don't have to worry about adjusting your hair or anything like that. Your hat will be fine. You want to make sure your tassels are on the right-hand side because he'll say, grab your tassels, move them to the left, and that's the end of the ceremony kind of thing. So everybody has to have on their cap and gowns. Everybody has to report back here once we walk out at 1:30 so we can line up because I'm walking in at 2 and you can't walk in if you didn't walk in with me. So you can't just like run down the row and say, excuse me, and slide in. So make sure you're back. Also, tell your families that the doors open at 1:30, so if they want to come and get a premium seat, they might want to be here early, okay? Any questions for me?
I do have a question.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Okay, so when we come up to the announcer for our names, do we need to be on the stage when he announces our name, or should we?
Yeah, so you'll give him your card and he'll keep it. So once you pass your card, pause for a second just to see if he asks you how to pronounce your name. So if you know you have a complicated name, like my first name is Alutrice, but you see it on paper, it looks like Alatrice. So I always pause and I always say, it's Alicia's. You know, so if you feel like he's struggling, help him out because you want him to say it right for your family, your friends, and everybody watching and the recording. So just tell him what it is and then walk on the stage and pause. Because then he's going to read it out loud and then you can start your famous, whatever you decide that you want to look like. Okay? You want something?
Yeah, if I didn't get your name absolutely right the first time, please, on our practice run, please do help me and let me know how to do it right. Your day, right?
Okay, anything else? Yes.
At what point do we toss our cat?
Okay. If you toss it and lose it, that's on you because you might toss yours and get his. I don't know how it's gonna work out. But there'll be an end where they'll say like, it really you should keep it on for just circumstances. I mean, it is a formal event, like semi-formal, like celebratory occasion. Now no beach balls and that maybe that's just my graduation. But listen, you want to keep your caps on if at all possible because we do have to walk out and it is a formal walkout. So you're not going to have time to be scrounging around looking for a hat or a tassel or a lost medallion or something like that, okay? So it's clear about the card. Did I clear that up? Like you walk over, you talk to the guy, you tell him your name, you give him your card, when you step up on the platform, you stop, he says your name, and then you do your thing. Okay, we're good? All right. Okay, so we're gonna walk out. So he'll say, like, Marshall, take your places, or he'll say something. When you start to see us move, I'm gonna be super bright because I'll have on green. You cannot miss me. When you see me move, you'll know we're about to go. Okay? So graduates, can you stand? And then Marshall, be mindful. This is the leaving. So Amanda, you and Rhea will come back up, take your original places. Yeah, you take it with you. Yes. So what'll happen is after he stops talking, the people on the platform and the stage will leave first. We came in first, but we leave last. Okay? So this lovely lady, Amanda McGuire, who's the second person in charge of all of Asia. Right? So she will be walking out with the president and the vice president. So she'll lead them out. So Amanda, you could go ahead and get started. They'll come off the stage. All the faculty will come off the stage. And then Frances, she'll follow behind me. I'll have the baton, and then I will walk off the stage. And then, right. So you don't have to walk out the same way you came in. So everybody on your row, you'll turn this way. Right? That's why the marshals are on the end. And then Frances will lead her group out. Keep going. Thank you. This is when you wink at your family. Hit them with the thumbs up on the way by. Smile at them, wave. Your baby's gonna say, "Mommy!" It's gonna be okay. Just continue to follow the group out one row at a time. See you all back at 1:30 where we stood for the beginning coming in. There you go. Look at that. You guys look wonderful. Don't forget your regalia. Don't lose your pieces. You need all your caps, all your gowns, all your robes. You can stop by and ask them if they'll keep your personal belongings. Don't lose your card because it has the trusty nifty pronunciations on it. Yes. Feel safe after the graduates. All right, you guys are doing a great job. I'm so proud of you. Somebody lost the tassel. I just said keep up with your hats and your tassels and stuff. That's okay. If you lose it, we have a ton of them. Just go back to the student lounge where you check in. We'll give you the. Don't let them charge you for it though. Whoever paid for a tassel, I'm going to let you pay for it.
Yay!
Woohoo! Yes.
Save me $2.
That's right.
And they should have never charged you $2 anyway.
I mean, I have it, I just forgot it. I want one here. I know it has
You follow the last of the grads out. So you stand there until the last grad goes, and then you go. And then as you walk out, you signal to Milo, and then they can come out. Because Milo's going to be on the end. Good job. This microphone down.
Oh, that's for the backup.
It doesn't work.
Maybe if I should give it sound.
I'll make sure these are off though, so that we turn them on just right for the ceremony. Hi, want to practice?
Just want to make sure that
Then us as the faculty.
All right, and you are
So you'll be in front of me.
will someone
Jeff's gonna be standing right up next to those pillows, holding his.
you want to walk up until they come?
You'll smile.
Check, 1, 2, check. Check, 1, 2, hey, hey.
First thing you'll have to do is.
I'm going to go and change the dress.
Carol Jones should be right out here. Jeff's gonna stand in this area. So I'm sitting back there.
I'll meet you, I'll see you.
Actually, Emmy has the roving room, so I don't have to go up to, we got Cornelia and Emmy in there.
Okay, well, I just thought you would be roving in there, I don't know.
No, I'm just gonna rove in my room.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get the hoods.
They'll be
Put
right
them right
there.
there.
They'll be in. You're supposed to wear that. So basically, you'll grab the first one and give it to Jeff. Step back here. Right. So I'll try to get back here. So a little bit out of there. But you should have a clear path to grab your next thing. And you hand it to Jeff. Okay, so that's what you want to do. He should be right about. So what is taken like this, and then he's going to be doing his footing and then straightening. And then you get a point. And then once the master's done, that's it. Just have to, yep, this is better. And then for the recessional, the band will come in.
It sounds pretty easy. If I don't do something right, just move in the right direction.
Yeah, and again, nobody ever knows when we make mistakes.
Don't you trip over each other and no one takes a fall with you.
Okay, yep. Cool.
Good.
Okay, so we're going to go upstairs and have
the
a
faculty part.
Yeah. So the platform is right behind us. The graduates first, and then we'll be last faculty. Platform right behind us.
You're last in, first out.
Thank you. That's better than opposite.
Yeah.
The military.
That's what we love.
We have 8 rows of grass, so grab those out of there, that should be fluffy. So we should be ready to go.
Do we have 9 rows? I don't know. Why is it sure? In the row that's turned? Not that row, but I think all the rows before that. So I know we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So do these 8 and then this. I know these are. Whatever way you decide, knock it on. Keep it consistent. Right. What they did this time was they changed the paper. So the paper is thicker,
Okay.
but not as glossy. So it allows them to make it like a cardstock.
Yeah. Well, I won't get down and just carry throughout the day.
How many more do we need?
One rose,
Yeah, I think 2 more seconds. I remember watching. So that's the last one. So people can
Actually,
Is it on? Because I was told like we're recording it from here.
it's actually this time we don't use the tripod. It's
Oh, we're
hanging on the bar.
Oh, with the tape?
Yeah, tape and then wire.
Are you serious? Okay. And I think this is our camera.
Yeah,
Is it like on YouTube right now still?
yeah, it's the on the streaming. Yes,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Okay.
The TV at the Wellington,
Yeah.
you can see that the
What, they can see this?
yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. That's cool. Well, just wanted to say hi. This year we have a band. So,
Yeah.
she's doing the band.
It's only the reception. I mean the ceremony.
Oh, they came to attend here.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, she told them like they can attend. We're paying for the food. It doesn't matter like who comes or not. We're still the same amount.
Oh no, I mean to pray.
To play.
To pray.
Oh. Yeah, they're only doing the ceremony.
Ceremony, right? Ceremony.
真面目な人ね。なんとか、あとはちゃんと。とりあえずね。じゃあ少し音にはちょっと合わせて自由にしてください。はい。
いらないものとかを片付けてもらって、再度身だしなみ見てください。大変なですけど、寝たらまず容赦がないんですけど、教員の時は見逃しましたけど、今回はガチで起こしていきますので、出ないでください。1時半まで自由にしてください。
何が終わりのあれ何があったら終わりで、そうですね。全く分かんない。挨拶しますね。
日常ならまあ、
1時間ぐらいは。
自由にしてください。
ありますけど、今日理事長と副理事長かもしれない。もし来ると、ここまで来るから。あ、式の途中で。あ、教員だよ。はい。
Here, right here. Why?
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the singing of the national anthem of Japan and the United States, performed by Miss Alicia Cancel. Please remain standing for the invitation which will be offered by Father David Wesley. Members of the graduating class, please keep your caps on. I will remove mine on your behalf as a symbol of respect.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
O God, in the beginning you made all things good and blessed humanity with your gifts. By your grace, we too have our beginnings, our commencements, for which we thank you. You inspired today's graduates to search for truth as they began their university studies. You gave them perseverance to pursue their goals, and you have crowned their efforts with the success that we witness in this graduation ceremony. While these graduates and the society around them face a time of transition, they have hope and confidence that their education will help them to face the challenges that abound and to build a better world
wherever they may be. May any anxieties they have be overcome by encouragement from others and by the trust that they place in you. These graduates have received your blessings through parents and families, through friends and colleagues, and through the faculty and staff at the University of Maryland University College. We join with the graduates in thanking you especially for these many people who have supported them in their education. Natural calamities abound, and disasters wrought by human neglect too often bring death and suffering. We see nagging discord that persists in the lives of people and nations when diversity is not accepted, when societies and states are not open, when peace does not replace violence as the path forward. In the face of these challenges, we make our pledge to pursue truth and honesty, reconciliation and solidarity. May God be our light, our hope, our joy, as we celebrate this commencement. Be for us the beginning and the end of all our days, now and forever. Amen.
Thank you, Father Wessels and Ms. Ganson. Please be seated. President Miaris, Colonel Jones, Mr. Newbrook, Father Wessels, distinguished visitors, family, friends, and especially the class of 2019, welcome to the University of Maryland University College Commencement here in Tokyo. Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. I'm Jim Cronin, University of Maryland University College's Vice President and Agent Director. After spending 20 years as an Army officer, I retired on a Friday afternoon back in April 2000 and began working for this university the following Monday as an Assistant Director for our Military Outreach at our Maryland campus. Today, 19 years later, I am humbled and privileged to preside over this ceremony on this very special day. I am also grateful to be a proud parent to one of our youngest Asian graduates, my son Jeffrey, who will be walking today, who earned his associate's degree in Japanese studies this spring. You, the class of 2019, are about to join the ranks of over 230,000 UMEC alumni, who for more than 7 decades have taken our classes to every country imaginable and achieved their dreams. Here in our Asia division, we currently offer traditional face-to-face classes, hybrid classes, and even live streaming classes on military installations in mainland Japan, on the island of Okinawa, in the Republic of Korea, and Guam. Many of you have also taken classes from our European and stateside divisions. Our ceremony today begins a series of UMEC commencements hosted around the world. We will conduct commencements in Okinawa and Seoul, Korea later this month, and next month in Kaiserslautern, Germany, Maryland, and Guam. During this past year, over 13,000 women and men have completed their degree requirements at UMEC. Today, most of you will achieve your UMEC associate and baccalaureate degrees, and some the Masters of Business Administration earned primarily through studies overseas here in Asia. Others will receive baccalaureate or master's degrees completed entirely through online study with UMEC's home campus in Maryland. Many deserve thanks today. Since 1949, the U.S. military and its active duty and civilian components have sponsored UMEC on overseas military installations. USFJ installations throughout Japan have always provided UMEC with what it needs to run its headquarters operations, in addition to housing some of the finest overseas education centers and providing us with outstanding students. DoD education program directors, education service officers, Navy college officers and specialists, and senior government officials play a pivotal role in providing educational opportunity for students. Here today are many members of the military education community. If they could please stand to be recognized. Thank you for joining us. University of Maryland University College has been a guest in Japan for many years. We are therefore extremely pleased to welcome representatives from other universities and Japanese agencies and government officials to our ceremony. Here today are distinguished members and supporters of the international education community in Japan. Would you please stand to be recognized? We have represented here today on UMC Asia faculty members who have taught all across Asia. They put long hours into working with students both in and outside of the classrooms, offering when needed words of encouragement, and they have done everything they can to provide you the quality education you needed and deserved here in Japan. Please join me in offering them well-deserved recognition. Will our faculty please stand? UMC Asia has very hard-working staff members whose primary focus is to support their success, the success of our students. Some are very visible when you walk into the education center as they work in person with our students day in and day out. Others are behind the scenes in areas such as logistics, IT support, and human resources. With great pride, I introduce them and ask that you honor them with a round of applause. Will all our staff please rise? Graduates, there's one more very important group worthy of recognition. None of you sitting here have reached this day alone. Many, if not all of you, have had help along the way to reach this day. Your spouse or significant other who offered words of encouragement and patiently waited for you to get home at night from class. Your children who gave up precious time with you so you could be ready for the big exam. Your supervisors and coworkers who pushed you to get started and helped you all along the way to endure. And the list goes on and on. Please join me in recognizing the family, friends, and others who have supported you in your educational endeavors and helped you reach this day by standing and applauding their very special contributions. All of us here today understand the value and importance of leadership. At University of Maryland University College, we are fortunate to have our president, someone who's inspiring, who's a visionary, and who, as they say, is all in. Born in Cuba, UMUC President Javier Miara's parents were both teachers. He was pursuing his own studies when at 14 years of age, world events dramatically changed his life. On July 4, 1961, he was whisked out of Castro's Cuba by his Jesuit teachers after his father was taken political prisoner. Following the Bay of Pigs incident, he eventually came to the United States as part of Operation Pedro Plan and found in the world of higher education his part of the American dream. He knows firsthand what it means to overcome adversity and how the path to success can take unexpected turns. President Miara has been a mainstay of Maryland higher education for 4 decades and president of UMUC since 2012. Ladies and gentlemen, now delivering greetings on behalf of the University of Maryland University College, I am both privileged and honored to welcome President Javier Miara.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, graduates, family members, friends, colleagues, and honored guests. To all Welcome. And special greetings to our commencement speaker today, Otis Joseph. To our graduates, let me be among the first to say congratulations. University of Maryland University College was founded in 1947, specifically to address the needs of adult students in the workforce and in the U.S. military. Students for whom a traditional education was impractical or impossible. This unique mission has not changed. Today, more than 70 years later, UMUC serves some 90,000 students around the world each year and ranked as one of the largest public universities in the United States. I know I speak on behalf of everyone at UMUC when I say that today and always it has been our honor to have served you as you have pursued your education goals. You have worked long and hard, and your academic achievements are underscored by the sacrifices you have made in service to our country. Today, you represent our greatest achievement, and we are proud to recognize and celebrate your success and to welcome you into our worldwide and lifelong community of UMUC alumni. You have reached an academic milestone that can open new doors of opportunity for you and those you love. It also positions you in the ranks of educated women and men who form the backbone of a strong community, strong workforce, and a strong ministry. It represents an honor, a privilege, and a solemn responsibility. So I applaud your hard work and your commitment. I thank you for your service, and I say again, congratulations on your achievements and best wishes for very personal and professional success in everything you do. Thank you.
Thank you, President Miyares. One of the greatest traditions of commencement is the keynote address. It is the opportunity to hear from someone whose achievements and words can inspire us all. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct privilege to introduce our distinguished commencement speaker, Colonel Otis C. Jones. Colonel Jones is the commander of the 374th Airlift Wing, Yokota Air Force Base, where UMBC Asia is headquarters. He is responsible for the management, training, command, and control of the Department of Defense's only airlift wing in the Pacific Theater. As the Western Pacific Airlift Hub, Yokota Air Base provides mission-ready forces and base operating support to guarantee U.S. forward presence and crisis response. Colonel Jones is a 1995 graduate at the Air Force Academy, where he earned a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Colonel Jones has flown numerous combat sorties supporting Operation Southern Watch, Joint Guard, Iraqi Freedom, and Enduring Freedom, as well as worldwide missions delivering humanitarian aid and vital supplies. Additionally, he has held a wide variety of positions at the squadron, group, major command, headquarters Air Force, and joint headquarters level. Colonel Jones is a command pilot with more than 3,000 flying hours in the T-37B, T-44A, C-130E, C-17A, C-12J, and the C-130J. May I ask Colonel Jones, President Miyares, and Mr. Newbern to join me at the podium.
Before Colonel Jones gives his address, we would like to present him with an honorary degree. Colonel Jones, as a senior leader in the United States Air Force, you have distinguished yourself in key positions in both peacetime and contingency operations, culminating as commander of the 374th Wing and the Dakota Air Base. You have honored our country and earned our deepest gratitude. And so, under the authority granted by the State of Maryland to the Board of Regents of the University System of Maryland, and by that board delegated to me, I hereby confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Public Service with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimasu. Konnichiwa. And good afternoon. To the presiding official, University of Maryland, University College Vice President and Agent Director, Mr. Jim Cronin, thank you so much for that very generous introduction. And thank you for your most gracious invitation to serve as this afternoon's keynote speaker. I would also like to personally thank you for your 20 years of dedicated service to our great nation. To President Javier Morales, I want to express my deepest gratitude for the great honor you have bestowed upon me this afternoon. Thank you for allowing the Jones family to share this day with you and your UMUC team. More importantly, thank you for your outstanding leadership of this fine institution. Your personal story of overcoming adversity to lead our next generation of scholars is truly inspiring. To Assistant Vice Provost Asia, Mr. Jeffrey Newbern, to Father Wessels, thank you for that invocation. Truly humbling words to focus the evening. To Miss Alicia Hansen, wow, what an outstanding job. I often say nothing warms my heart more than a well-sung national anthem. And this afternoon, we heard two special. Your performance invoked pride, passion, and patriotism in my spirit. And I'm sure those in the audience today who believe in country and service before self share that same sentiment. I would also like to take a brief moment to again acknowledge those family members in the attendance. Graduates, if you are anything like me, there were many times during this process that you wanted to procrastinate, to delay, to postpone, or even quit. But it took the love, support, and encouragement of family and friends to keep you on the right track. In fact, there's a poem I've become familiar with over the years. I really love it. And I think it represents that voice all our family members gave us. You may have heard it while traveling through those sometimes hollow boughs of academia. It's called Don't Quit, and it's by John Greenleaf Whittier. And it goes a little bit like this. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when funds are low and debt is high and you want to smile, but you have to sigh. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is strange with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns. And many a failure comes about when you might have won, and you stuck it out. Don't give up. Though the pace seems slow, you may succeed with another blow. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt. And you never can tell just how close you are. It may be near, but it seems so far. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worse that you must not quit. How many of you can pinpoint that exceptional person in your life that delivered this type of message to you in your time of need? How many? If so, please join me in another round of applause for those family members that supported you along your journey. The UMUC faculty, distinguished guests, and most importantly, the men and women of the graduating class of 2019. Can you believe it? This day is finally here. Oh, what an extraordinary occasion it is. You are a phenomenal class indeed, and I am truly honored to join you this afternoon to celebrate and share in your very special day. In preparation for today's commencement speech, I asked Nataki, my beautiful wife of 17 years, what should I talk about? And do you have any pointers for me? After all, you've been at a lot of venues like this where you've heard me speak. She paused for a second and then uttered something profound. She said, well, I'll tell you, don't mess it up. And when you get on that stage, you're on your own. So I smiled and asked again. I said, Nataki, now seriously, I need to know, what do I need to say? I want to hear your opinion. I need you to give me some advice. Give me some motivation like that poem I just read, some direction, some inspiration. Again, she paused and then looked at me right in the eyes, and she tendered her insightful advice by saying, well, be short and to the point, because with all the excitement in the air, and you being the only thing standing in the way of them and their degrees, no one will remember what you're going to say. Think back to your college graduation. You had the President of the United States, right? I said, yes, I did. She said, do you remember anything he said that day? My response was simply, good point. So today I promise to be short and to the point, and here we go. Graduates, when you depart this afternoon, you will be leaving the theoretical bounds of the relatively secure domain we call academia. And you will be entering, or for some, re-entering, into a more practical and complex world. A world where regional stability has eroded, great power competition has re-emerged, and our long-standing military competitive advantage has atrophied. It's now a world in which I believe diversity and inclusion must become your watchword. A world where success and achievement must become your mantra. A world where persistence, perseverance and determination and critical thinking must become core competencies, and it must be the norm. As you move forward in life, our nation needs you to be at your very best, ready to seize on the opportunities you have been afforded and make an impact, a positive impact that will make your family, friends, and our great nation beam with pride. You see, in my 24 years of wearing this uniform, I've had the unique opportunity to meet and work closely with a number of successful people from all walks of life. Presidents, vice presidents, Secretary of Defense and State, four-star generals, doctors, lawyers, pilots, mayors, businessmen, you name it. And what I've discovered is, regardless of where a person starts in life, the sky is the limit. And that those successful individuals I've been fortunate to come across share common qualities and behaviors, things that set them apart from everyone else. And if you bear with me for just a few moments, I'll share some of those characteristics with you. First, you must believe in yourself and have confidence in your ability. If you don't, who will? You are prepared. You just have to believe. American minister and author Norman Vincent Peale once said, and I quote, believe in yourself and have faith in your abilities. Without humble but reasonable confidence in your own powers, you cannot be successful. Others have felt that same way. Simone Biles, a great athlete, 2016 Olympic gold medalist, once said, I would say to always follow your dream and dream big, because my whole career, including any of the things that I've accomplished, I never thought in a million years that I would be here. So it just proves that once you believe in yourself and you put your mind to something, you can do it. Even for me, you see, when I was just a young boy growing up in the deep Bible Belt, a small town in Alabama, so I was a product of a system riddled with socioeconomic inequality and an education system ranked at the bottom nationally. I knew my parents, who were both educators, wanted my siblings and me to get a quality education and to use our talents and natural abilities to open as many doors as we could, which at the time for me was through basketball. They wanted all of us to capitalize on every opportunity and hopefully learn about any and everything presented to us. You see, my parents knew the value of a quality education, and they wanted all of their children to be able to go to college and be successful in life, whatever that meant. Well, despite all the challenges in Selma presented, I believed in myself, and I had confidence that my abilities would take me down a road less traveled. My ability to play basketball, maintain good grades, and stay active in the community afforded me the opportunity to go to college. And it was through that opportunity, coupled with the fact that I had confidence in myself and my abilities, that many doors were open for me. That proverbial crack in the glass ceiling seemed to be just a little bit bigger. Today, I stand before you, a graduate of the United States Air Force Academy, a three-time first-team All-Conference and All-American collegiate basketball player. I hold a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, a Master of Business Administration, a Master of Military Arts and Science, and a Master of Strategic Studies. I've been a squadron commander, a group commander, and a wing commander, able to positively impact so many lives every day. In part because I had guidance from so many mentors who taught me dynamic lessons along the way, but it was also because I believed in myself. And I had confidence in my own ability. And the one thing, and the one fact that I'm going to tell you today is that if this simple man from Selma, Alabama could do it, so can you. Now, after you believe in yourself and have confidence in your own abilities, you have to second, understand that success requires hard work. There are no shortcuts to any place worth going in life. Pro Football Hall of Fame coach Vince Lombardi once said, "The price of success is hard work, dedication to the job at hand, and the determination that whether we win or lose, we have applied the best of ourselves to the task at hand." Now, I know that some of you out there believe that hard work plays a pretty significant role in success. But you all also have people that may believe that there's a lot of luck involved. Well, Thomas Jefferson once said, "I'm a greater believer in luck, but I find that the harder I work, the more luck I tend to have." I found that to be true throughout my career. You see, most senior leaders in our services or CEOs in Fortune 500 companies, they didn't get their positions because they had advanced degrees, because of timing, or because of luck. The truth is, they showed up to work earlier than most. They stayed longer than most. They worked harder than most. Then they left work later than most. You see, regardless of barriers or obstacles in your way, it's hard work that pushes you across that finish line of success. Retired Rear Admiral Marshall Evans said, "Working hard overcomes a whole lot of other obstacles. You can have unbelievable intelligence, you can have connections, you can have opportunities, all out of the sky for you. But in the end, hard work is the true and enduring characteristic of successful people." Finally, after you first believed in yourself and had confidence in your own abilities, and then you second understood that success requires hard work, then third, I think you must build a reputation of excellence. Excellence in all we do. That happens to be an Air Force core value. I know most of you have heard that old saying, "You never get a second chance to make a first impression." Well, your confidence and hard work may land you your first job or position, but it will be your reputation that lands you your career. In order to build a reputation of excellence, you must make integrity your starting point. Be known for your integrity and the quality of work that you produce. Your word must be your bond. You must strive to become and remain the very best in your chosen field of human endeavor. And you must be accountable for your actions and the actions of those you choose to be associated with. To maintain a posture of excellence, you must be willing to be innovative and adaptive in your approach, never become complacent or satisfied with where you are, and then finally develop and maintain a lifelong thirst for knowledge, continuous learning and self-improvement. As I close this afternoon, I want to remind you that the world we live in is highly competitive and complex. But know this, you are ready. So shape your own destiny. I challenge you to maintain a positive attitude in everything you do. Create and demand an environment of dignity and respect for all, and place value on personal and professional accountability. Not only in your own life, but in the lives of individuals in your company. Graduates, this is your day and you deserve to shine. There is now just one word that stands in between you and your diploma. Congratulations.
Thank you, Colonel Jones. And there's a little more than one word, unfortunately. Before the presentation of degrees, I would like to share some information about today's graduates. The Asia class of 2019 is large. It's a large one. 124 students will receive their master's degree, 420 will receive a bachelor's degree, and 409 associate degrees will be conferred here in Asia. For military students, it takes 6 years on average to earn an associate degree and more than 10 years to earn a bachelor's degree. Of our graduates in attendance, half are men and about half are women. 75% are married and over half of them have children. The graduates represent the U.S. Air Force, Army, Marine Corps, and Navy, including DoD civilians, veterans, and family members. We also have several local national graduates from Japan who are proudly recognized here today as well. Statistics about this class clearly demonstrate what a worldwide university UMUC has become. About 3/4 of those who are earning a bachelor's degree with UMUC Asia have also studied with UMUC stateside and or with UMUC Europe. 30 states are represented by those who march across the stage today. We're also joined by graduates born right here in Tokyo and those who hail from as far away as Myanmar, the Philippines, El Salvador, Grenada, Italy, and Guatemala. The youngest to graduate in the Asian division is 18, and the oldest to receive a degree is 64. All interesting facts. And there are moving personal stories behind those statistics that help to highlight the roads many of you took to get here. We have Hassan Beal's story, whose road to achieve a college education was a long one. He started college in 2002. Hassan was the first of over 50 grandchildren to begin college and was determined to earn a degree. Unfortunately, his plan was derailed and he was forced to postpone college in his third year. He later joined the Marine Corps and began a new journey with his wife and himself. After 4 years of military service, his wife encouraged him to finish where he started and began school again. He enrolled in classes in Okinawa, Japan, and continually pushed forward. Now, he stands here today, a graduate, one of the first in his family's generation. He will soon pursue his master's degree in health management. Hassan tells his children every day that if it wasn't for them and his wife and mother pushing him to become what he set out to be, he would be lost. And then there is Alina Rupio. She joined the military right after graduating high school. Alina made it her mission to get a degree upon separating from the Navy at the end of this year. She worked 14 and 16-hour shifts and had additional training on her off days, taking 4 classes at a time in order to complete this degree. Alina's siblings, mother and father, did not attend college nor serve, so everything was new to her and she had to navigate it on her own. She gave up many personal days and much sleep to attain this degree at UMC and 2 other associate degrees. Some days she simply felt like giving up, but refused, expressing that sometimes you have to sacrifice a bit in order to obtain what you want, and it's definitely worth it. Finally, there is Rian Motoyama, who had both a literal and figurative journey to attain the associate degree. He had recently returned from a 4-month deployment and was attending another school using his Navy benefits in California. While in California, he was studying for both traditional college classes and his Navy requirements and training, maintaining grades at the highest level possible. After being told that the additional work of college classes would simply be too challenging and he would not finish in time, he credits his counterparts who gave him even more determination, dedication, aptitude, and grit to finish the degree. This past semester, Ryan took 4 classes while working to get his ship, the USS John S. McCain, back in action and operation. Earning a degree while in the military and never letting anyone get in the way of his success is being empowering accomplishment for Ryan. And he will not stop here as he keeps moving forward with his Yale education dream. These are ordinary people doing extraordinary things to better themselves and their families. And I know each and every graduate here has a story similar to those. And to go off script for a second, which I never do, basically follow some of the things Colonel Jones was talking about in terms of having that grit and being able to achieve those goals and never quitting. Marshals, please stand and take your places. At this time, UMUC will confer master's degrees earned by 2019 candidates. Will the candidates for all University of Maryland, University College master's degrees please rise? President Miyares, in accordance with the recommendation of the faculty, I request that you confer upon these candidates, as in each case is appropriate, the degree of Master's of Administration, Master's of Science, in recognition of their successful completion of all degree requirements.
Under the authority granted by the State of Maryland to the Board of Regents of the University System of Maryland, and by that board delegated to me, I am pleased to confer upon you your degrees as in each case is appropriate, with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations, graduates.
Gilbert Turalba Salestadio. Eshel Kanyenepe. Larry Kreiner. Denver Doyle. Marion Evans. Paul Goyette. Theodore Nathaniel Granville, Jr. Vanessa Hedrick. Steve Anthony Jones. Ryan Kite. Tommy Lucero. Redentor Mateo. Ryan Motoyama. Yuka Morazumi. Janina Narciso. Kristen Schick. Stephen Small. Yuma Takahashi. Nicholas Tran. Maria Vasquez.
Name Chief.
Lena Vogt. Brian Williams. Lisa Wolf.
We love you, Lisa.
the candidates for the following University of Maryland, University College degrees, please rise. Bachelor's of Arts, Bachelor's of Science. President Yard, in accordance with the recommendation of the faculty, I request that you confer upon these candidates the degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science, as in each case is appropriate in recognition of the successful completion of all degree requirements.
Under the authority granted by the State of Maryland to the Board of Regents of the University System of Maryland, and by that board delegated to me, I am pleased to confer upon you your degree with all rights and privilege thereto appertaining. Congratulations, graduates.
Yoko Aoki. Elizabeth Ayala. Donald Barham. Angelique Bayonne. Charles Benjamin. Kelly Bennett. Joseph Boyle. Miles Brickell. Tempest Bryant.
That's my babe right there.
Eric Buckland. Justin Carnahan, cum laude.
Wait that, baby.
Roberto Coriano. David Crespo.
To the horse!
Reno Cruz Betancourt. Hope Davis. Jermaine Earl. Anthony Elge, cum laude. Valerie Flores. Brian Gilstrap, summa cum laude. Jacob Grace, summa cum laude. Austin Griffin. Mary Joy Griffin. Donna Griffin. Leon Hatcher. Jarrett. Brian Jimenez. Ruby Kawakami. Joshua Curley. Michael Raymond Cloverdale. Patricia Leone. James McDonald Jr. Michael Miner. Michael James Morton. Hana Morimoto. Angela Nichols. Yeah, ooh. Sarah Payne. Marissa Putman. Casey Register. Ryan Celery. Magna cum laude. Richard Stone. Joseph Stroud. Stuart Swale. Charles Tyndall. Hassan Deal.
Love you, son. Love you.
Jamie Wade, summa cum laude. Kalila Ward.
Candidates for the University of Maryland University College Associate of Arts degrees, please stand. President Mayor, according to the recommendation of the faculty, I request that you confer upon these candidates the degree of Associate of Arts in recognition of their successful completion of all degree requirements.
That the authority granted by the State of Maryland to the Board of Regents of the University of Maryland, and by that board delegated to me, I am pleased to confer upon you your degree with all rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations, graduates.
Erica Allen.
You look good.
Caesar Beltan IV. Cameron Brown. Terry Bush. Ciara Clark.
Love you, Juby.
Jeffrey Cronin. Kathy DeMarco. Maria Carmina Aliana Doinov. Julius Earl. Roberto Amado Espinoza. Andrea Ezell. Rodolfo Flores. Rebecca Gilstrap. Christopher Havalosa. Micheline Romel Lucas. Jordan Luck. Carolyn Purvis. Alina Rupio. Rafaela Schiano. Natasha Stanley. Jesus Torres. Lindsay Zulowski.
May I now ask all graduates to stand. Graduates, please hold your applause. Graduates, you are still wearing your tassels on the candidate side. Please move the tassels on your caps from right to left to the graduate side. I present to you the class of 2019. Wow, please be seated. That may be the biggest one I've heard in 3 years. First of all, I'd like to thank the new sound for housing us, the tremendous support they've given us. They put in 125 rooms for the new sound. Thank you for the Peoria University Band for playing so beautifully. We missed you the last few years and finally got the dates back on track, hopefully. And I would like to thank each and every one of you for attending and honoring our graduates. Following the academic recessal, please join us for a reception here in this same room, which will start in about 30 to 45 minutes. We've got to tear it all down and put it back together. Graduates, please wait to leave until after the platform party and faculty have exited. The marshal will guide you, and distinguished guests, please wait to leave until after the graduates. And everybody else, please wait to the end. All now, please rise for the benediction by Father Wesley.
God of mercy and source of all blessings, we call upon you as we conclude this ceremony. Bless these graduates who have successfully completed the search for truth and the quest for learning that we mark on the happy occasion of their graduation today. Help them to direct their lives based on truth and goodness, to contribute to a society based on justice, to enjoy a world based on peace, and to live in harmony with our planet Earth. Bless their loved ones who cannot be here today. Bless their relatives and friends, the staff and faculty of the University of Maryland University College Asian Division, and all who are present here today. In a world where wars and violence and fears abound, we know that you are our firm hope. We have known your faithful love in human history and in our personal lives. We can make our own the prayer of the poet. When in our love there is not care, and in our yearning we are dullness. When what we know we cannot dare, and we are nothing but its fullness, grant us your truth. We know the beauty and comfort of nature's gifts and the consolation of human friendship. Bless those who face uncertainties, the hungry and homeless, those sick or in prison, refugees seeking survival, and all who suffer from violence, war, abuse, or poverty. Grant eternal rest to those you have called back to yourself. Comfort those who mourn. Teach us to respect and love people of diverse languages, cultures, and religions. Protect societies from oppression and violent conflicts and from our own misguided choices. Accompany each of us from imagining to doing, from preparing to acting, from overcoming hatred and fear to expressing mercy and forgiveness and love. We hope and trust in your constant care and saving grace. We know that your love endures. Receive our praise in word and deed. Amen.
Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. This concludes our 2019 commencement.
Yeah, everybody, for sure. Yeah, this is cool. This is great. You guys are cool. I'm not being hard to understand. So when you did, you took the take a picture. Other than this one. Oh, he took the We have to move it here. Okay, guys, stay down there. Susan! It's Did you put any wood box on it? What do you mean? Okay, ladies, partisan. Two people. Can you wait, guys? Wait. Let the chair finish, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Let the chair finish. Okay, let's move to partisan. This chair's fine. Okay. Last one. Okay, ladies, don't touch the chair. Use the square table. Put it against the table, against the wall. Against the wall. People. Okay, bucket team. Now let's go, bucket team. Which one first? Okay, bucket team. Let's go.
Let's do it.
What's that? This one is here. This one is here. Come on. Is here. Now there's more one. Crazy. They want to stay like that. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, please shake.
Okay, guys, break, have a break. Let's do something. Go there, so touch it. Push it. Hit the plate first, guys. Now push slowly. So you stay here. Okay, who's free? Have to bring the foot from the back first then. What's that? Yes, sir. And let's go from the space. Go. Hey! 何それ？卵やる。前。口。
Robert! Careful, careful. Yes, sir. Okay? More than.
You need some more?
Chicken. This is the meat, this is the mini quiche.
Okay, cake out ready? Take the plastic out there, take the plastic out. Plastic out.
Sabi mo sa likod eh.
Okay, can you take the plastic out?
Get your plates.
Ask Emmanuel, cracker. Watch your back, guys, watch your back. Watch your back.
Put your head.
No, I will. Put up. Tempura here. Put up. What do you think, meatball? Meatball. What is that? Hold on. Maybe the last one. Here. What is that? Meatball? Something here. Something this one. Yakisoba, udah yakisoba. Yakisoba and ginger. Where's the condiment? Condiment. Can you get the condiment?
You do media code? If you don't have, I put double something.
Put double first.
I put double something.
Okay, what else guys? Food. Check the food first.
What is it? Yakisoba.
What do you mean? Food tasting or what? Okay guys, what do you mean? Food tasting or what? Gentlemen, ready? Yes sir. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Good job. Okay, for those who are on the floor, jacket please, stand by.
So yes, I'm just going to stay here for 30 minutes, huh?
Yeah.
Robert, look in the warmer, in the fridge, there's the pickled ginger. The one for the yakisoba.
Alright.
Okay, hang on, what else? Set. Bro, nice to meet you. You all check the food before you open Soji-san!
はいはい。
BGM どうですか？ちょっと待ってください。
下のボリューム上げてください。
はいはい。
お願いします。
Hey, Paul, you okay? Shoji-san.
はい。本当？はい、どうも。
Thank you.
Good everybody Flight. I take the name down. Hold the server. Everybody,